Hello and good morning, good afternoon, or good night wherever you are, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be hopefully a quick review of a product that I've been using for a while now, and it is this Laneige Water Bank Double Layering Oil. So this I got in my last Jolcie haul, I believe, and I'll try and leave the link to that somewhere here, wherever it is that links go. I always forget. I still have it in the box, but it is pretty much all gone. Don't know if you can see because it likes to focus on my face. Hello. But it is almost empty. So I've been using this for, it hasn't been that long actually. I just opened it recently because I actually didn't have a need for this oil during the winter months. So as we started to go into spring and I ran out of some of the creams that I had been using and some of the other facial products that I had been using, when I started to get low on those, that's when I pulled this out because I wanted to make sure that it didn't bother my skin before I started using it and just like threw myself into it. So I tested it first. After it didn't have any negative reaction, then I started using it on a regular basis. Overall, it was a good oil. It's a double layering oil. So first, it's got like 2 layers when I first got it, which you can see in that original video. You're supposed to shake it like 10 times before you use it, and then it kind of all mixes together. What I thought was kind of weird is that the first couple times that you use it, it has this like clear separation, and when you shake it and dump it out into your hand, it comes out super smooth. As I had it open for a little while, it started to gradually like clump up. And I got really worried at first because I thought maybe there was something wrong with it or I got something into it somehow, even though that's like almost impossible because the hole for the stuff to come out of is so tiny. But I still thought maybe I got something in it, maybe I did something wrong. So luckily I did save the box, and inside of the box there's actually like a little sheet in there that talks about how that's one of the things that can happen and it's not a big deal. So this was one of those cases where I was so happy that I kept the box, because if I hadn't, when I tried looking it up online, nothing came up. So if you guys have this oil and it starts to get kind of clumpy like that and you threw away the box, that's why, okay? Now you know. You learn something new every day, right? The other thing I would say about this oil, or the first thing I guess, because that's not really about the oil, that's more about like the consistency of the oil, it's very nice going on, but it's not as moisturizing as other oils that I've used, which is why I was totally fine with using this in the spring, when normally that would feel like really heavy on my face, and I've still been using it on my face at night, even though it's summer now. I don't use it during the day because I'm afraid it might get a little too oily because there's quite a bit of moisture going on and it's very humid here, so I don't use it in the day anymore, but I do use it at night, and it doesn't feel overly moisturizing or overly oily. It's weird. It's kind of like a dry oil. Like once the oil's on, it seeps in pretty fast, which can be a good thing if you don't like that layer of oil. But if I was going to use this in the winter, I would have been a little bit disappointed that it didn't quite moisturize as well as I expected. Now, I also said that it didn't hurt my skin at all. I didn't notice any extra breakouts from that extra oil layer being added to my skin. No negative effects. But I also didn't really notice any positive effects, honestly. I mean, there was nothing really great about this oil, and I actually saw somebody say that about something else in the Water Bank line recently. I think it was an essence or something. And I think it's like, there is something in the Water Bank line that people really love. I think it's like either a sleeping mask or maybe a cream, and this was just nothing special really. Like, I don't think it benefited my skin in any way. I don't think it was helpful to use it. I mean, without it or with it, I think my skin would have looked about the same. I used it to use it up. So it doesn't look like they sell this product on Jolcie anymore. So I am trying to see where else you can get it. It looks like you can get it on Amazon for $33. I don't think this is worth $33. But I am going to go on the Laneige website real quick just to see what the benefits of this are supposed to be. The Laneige website isn't really clear on what benefits this is supposed to have. The Jolcy website, I think, was, because most of the time Jolcy has that little description, and the Laneige website just says abundant moisture obtained by combining polar opposites, oil and moisture, provides the effect of applying moisture, ampule, and oil at the same time. But also another thing that I saw a video about this where people added it into their BB creams and their foundations to make it more dewy, and I actually did do that a couple times, and for the most part it worked out okay. I was really surprised. I used it with a Wet n Wild foundation, I believe. It's like the it's a matte one normally, and I use this because I don't really like the matte look, but I wanted to use it up, and adding this to that helped like make it moisturize. But again, I feel like that's something any oil can do. It doesn't just have to be this one. So overall, this oil is not really something that I would recommend, and I just feel like it's kind of mediocre, and especially for such a high price point. I mean, at $33. The other water bank line items on Jolcy are around the same price, so I imagine it was somewhere around there. And I would not buy this again, and I would not recommend it. I would say definitely try out a different brand of oil, or even if Laneige makes other oils, try out that one first. Don't try out this one, because it's not that great. So bottom line, I do not recommend. Nope. That's like a negative review for my first almost empties, because I don't think I've done an empties video yet, and this is pretty much an empty product. So it's something I've been using for a while, and I can give that kind of full review to you guys. So if you have any other questions about this product, let me know in the comments down below, because I can definitely answer them for you since I'm pretty much done with using the entire thing. Overall, it just wasn't that great. So I am going to be making another purchase from Jolcy soon, but it will be a summer haul, so it probably won't include a facial oil. But if you are interested, I've got like this little booklet of all of the stuff that I have used in the past and whether I liked it or not. So if you do want other oil recommendations, then I can try and look up the oils that I've used in the past in that little book and see if there's anything that I didn't make a video on that is a better oil than this, if you need a recommendation, because you have skin like mine. Alright guys, well that is it for today's video. There will be an announcement coming later this week, I think, hopefully, as long as I remember to put it up. And this video may come out a day late, but that's because we are filming for something called The Good Life, which I will introduce you guys to very soon. And that's really it, guys. That's the end. Also, hopefully I'll have another contacts haul coming soon. And I'm also going to do a review video for something that I bought while I was in Chinatown. But it is a Korean beauty product that I have been looking for a really long time, that they were sold out of online. Now they're back in stock online, but when I bought it, they weren't. So now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Just go, have fun, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all back here next time. Bye! Looking up the price. And I'm also going to do a review, wow.